hot mess. This is gonna have to be edited like 87 times to get actual.
Let's get baking!
Hello. Welcome to our channel. Liz
And Jen.
Comfort and Grace home.
We are launching our YouTube channel. What?
And I believe that God was still telling me, like, don't give up yet. Like, there's something else that I have for you.
Share all the things that we love about home and encourage others, like, to go try these things too and to love their homes and find the beauty in the everyday.
We just filmed and did record.
Welcome. Give us a 3, 2, 1. Hello. Welcome to our channel. And welcome to our kitchen. We're over at my house today, getting the kids involved. They're on summer vacation now. So I've got my oldest behind the camera, and I got my middle right here who's gonna bake with me today, while Jen is enjoying some downtime with vacation with her family. So we are going to make, if we could get through this without cracking up, because these two sillies just keep laughing. Go. Anyway, I wanted to share with you one of my, I wanted to share with you one of our family's most beloved, treasured, if not the most beloved and treasured family recipes, my Graham's pound cake. This pound cake is legendary in our family. It is just one of those recipes that when I taste it, it's like takes me back to like a million memories. My Graham was an incredible baker. She baked all the cakes for all the holidays, all the birthdays, all the graduations, weddings, and I've got a fun wedding story. You guys know the wedding cake story with Dad and all, so I'll share that once we start getting moving. So okay, so we're gonna get started. Reagan, put in the butter, 3 sticks of unsalted butter. Stick them in there. Yep. You can use this. Okay, perfect. And now we need 3 cups of sugar. Then you're gonna mix this. Graham's recipe says 10 minutes. I've like kind of shortened it to like 5 and it seems fine. So just a few minutes till it's all incorporated. So we're gonna put this over here.
I'm gonna crack 6 eggs.
There you go.
Pyrex.
Oh, look at you!
Oh.
Taking charge. Look at that. I love it. Okay, so this is just gonna mix for a little bit. So Reagan is quite the little baker. I think you've inherited Graham's baking skills. She loves to bake when do you love to bake?
Christmas time.
Christmas time, that's your favorite. Been mixing for like 5 minutes. We're gonna add the eggs. Oh, all room temperature ingredients. I think I already forgot to say that. Cooking is like difficult to explain. I have a whole new respect for all those people on Food Network. So 1 egg at a time, room temperature butter as well. Mix. Reg, let's do 3 1/2.
Okay.
So I already did 1. 3 1/2 cups of flour. Whoops. It's all right. Also a teaspoon of salt and baking powder. We're gonna mix that up. Okay. And then we're gonna put this in the egg, butter, sugar mixture, but we're gonna also alternate it with evaporated milk. 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons. I don't know what those 2 tablespoons do, but apparently they're very important. So I just follow what Graham says. So we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of that. We're all done there. Got it all mixed up, making quite a mess. Okay, we're gonna scrape down anything that was on the And we are going to pour this into a sprayed tube pan. Just do that. And then you tap the bottom. And then I like to kind of get some of that out there. And then, so this is really fun. So not only is this a super special cake to me for so many reasons, but this is also, you can come in here, Ray. You don't have to. Just putting some powdered sugar. This house, some of you might already know this, but the only other homeowners of this house were my grandparents. So we were house hunting at the perfect time, and we bought this house for my grandparents. So it is pretty special to think that my gram made this pound cake in this kitchen, you know, so many times, and now I get to bake the same recipes in her kitchen, which is now my kitchen and our kitchen, and to do it with my girls, my kids. Noah likes to do it too sometimes. So anyway, that's super special. $3.25, by the way. You don't need to see the disgusting. $3.25, sorry, for like an hour and 20 minutes. Mine's pretty much like right on an hour and 20, but check it after, I guess, like an hour and 15. Just put a knife in there because it's so deep. So I just took it out and just wanted to show you. It took about an hour and 20 minutes. I think it was like an hour and 18. I started really smelling it, so I pulled it out and just wanted to show you what I do here. I take a knife and it's all good to go. So we're gonna let this sit for 3 hours before we cut it, so all good. All right, so we're back. It's been many hours. It's actually almost 7. We're gonna cut in. So I like to put a little dusting of powdered sugar on the top, so it gets all yummy. You don't have to zoom in that close. Thank you.
Alrighty.
The first piece is always tricky, and the good thing about this cake is that it gets better day after day.
It does.
It does. It gets like denser.
Yep.
And like gooier, if that's a word. Not really gooey, but like just like yummy. Yeah.
Better.
So anyway, the one last story I want to share about this cake that I started talking about in the beginning was the wedding story. So my dad, who is not a person who you see very often in the kitchen, I think on Mother's Day perhaps, maybe making eggs, and that's about the extent. Well, when it was time for our wedding, my gram her health wasn't great. She was getting older and didn't really have it in her to make our wedding cake. And as I said, like this, it's a tradition in our family, like Graham does a lot of the wedding cakes. So my dad, who is an accountant, said, I'm gonna make your wedding cake. And I was like, what? What? But if I know anything about my dad is that he doesn't do anything half. That is what he says. Is that because should I not say that? That's what he says. He is, you know, if he commits to something, he's going to do it. So I put all my trust in him, although it was a little nerve-wracking when it was like April. Like I said, he's an accountant, so he's very busy in the beginning of the year, and it was April and he still hadn't tried out practicing this cake, and the wedding was in July. But I was like, I knew he was going to figure it out. And as soon as I think it was like April 16th, he was practicing. Anytime you went over to my parents' house from April to July, there was always a cake. Like he was perfecting it, and became buddies with some like guy at some like specialty bake shop. And anyway, it was amazing. He pulled it off. It was, I think, 5 tiers. He even learned like the logistics of, you know, how to stack it and everything. And it was amazing. So it is, I love that story. And if you know my dad, it's such a great story because it's just so not like him, but then it's so much like him because he's just such a softie. But he really wanted to carry that tradition of his mom's cake for our wedding, and it was so special. So anyway, this cake holds so many memories, and I hope you try it, and it makes memories for your family too. And go ahead, Ray, go ahead. So good.
Oh my God.
I love fresh whipped cream and some strawberries with it too. That's
So good.
That's memories too. Thanks, Graham. Thank you for everything. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Hmm?